I have the pleasure to officially open on behalf of Cedefop, of course, this second conference on apprenticeship we organized in cooperation with the European Commission.
From this conference, I should like you to take with you the thought and the fact that only 1 in 7 upper secondary students is in apprenticeship programs. The second is that SMEs employ 2/3 of the workforce, but less than 1/4 of SMEs offer apprenticeships. SMEs engagement in apprenticeships is, in my opinion, necessary, and we all agree. It is, I think, possible because it has happened in various other member states and not member states. And I think it's a worthwhile investment in time and resources because apprenticeships or apprenticeship programs give learners a sense of accomplishment.
As well as facilitating peer learning on what works and why, including at events such as today, the European Union provides funding under Erasmus Plus and the European Social Fund to facilitate apprenticeship schemes in SMEs. With this investment, we hope to stimulate a substantial increase in their supply. I hope that today and tomorrow, this conference will provide you with further ideas and inspiration on how to boost apprenticeships in Europe's SMEs, and that SMEs will be empowered and helped to provide opportunities for young people with a springboard to good and rewarding work.
I believe that I'm the SME voice today. I'm the SME in the room. As an employer, I really value apprenticeships. In my jewellery business, half the people who I employ, there are about 100 people in the group, and half are either currently apprentices or were formerly apprentices. And they form if you like, the lifeblood of my business. They are the lieutenants. They're on the board, some of them, and they are the future of my business. I would have no business. I started Holtz Group, there were 8 people, there are now 100 through that growth. I found there's a different language when training providers talk about what they do. They talk about frameworks, they talk about levels 2, levels 3, levels 4, which is great, but no one understands them. So just think about the words you use from the point of view of the commercial-minded person who knows nothing about educational speak. Focus on business growth, not corporate social responsibility. A lot of people talk about, well, I'd love to take on an apprentice because I know it's the right thing to do, but I haven't got time right now. And that is true. It'll be wonderful when I'm more relaxed, I'm not growing my business, to actually do the right thing. And it is the right thing to do, and it is great for the community, and it is great for youth unemployment, and all those good things. But what is going to drive a business to engage is to know that there is business growth behind it.
To mark your presence here, we thought we should give you a very nice trophy here. This is not an Oscar, but to congratulate you for what you have done for apprenticeships. Thank you so much. And it's lovely. It's the logo.
I will keep this with pride on my mantelpiece. Thank you so much.
There are economy of scale issues in relation to the costs and burdens associated with taking on apprentices. In other words, the smaller the company is, in most cases, the heavier the cost burden and the administrative burden per apprentice, per unit. So the unit cost is heavier. But also the benefits are greater for a small business. If a small business takes on an apprentice and he or she does a good job, a very small business is, of course, going to feel the benefits of that far more readily, far more directly than a large business.
Our sector is construction. Construction is roughly 3 million companies in Europe. It gives work to roughly 15 million people. It's the single the largest industrial employer in Europe. So in many cases, the opportunity of construction sector in apprenticeship almost equals to survival.
Our apprenticeship system is a part of our education system. So we have no difference between academic way or professional way to come to a career. And it's also written in the Constitution that the both ways are equal. And I think that's important. We have to put in our heads that apprenticeship is not something for somebody who is not able to do studies or to have an academic profession, but it's also a way to have a good career.
Slovakia is an interesting country because it is the country that had in the past very extensive system of vocational education, but we lost it. The unfortunate thing about that was that it was within the irrational planning, centrally planned economy framework. And as this economy collapsed and the companies were exposed to the market conditions, many companies in Slovakia, they had their own schools. They were simply just fighting for survival. And a part of that survival was that they eliminated everything what was not of immediate concern for tomorrow. So we lost the whole system, and now we are reintroducing it again.
This is what you voted for. Roundtable 2, Apprenticeships Planet. Roundtable 5, Investing in Your Future. Roundtable 9, European Networks. And Roundtable 10, Tasting Apprenticeships.
We really hope that all these ideas for cooperation will lead to successful cooperation partnerships, and why not? For example, also they could benefit from support within the Erasmus Plus call. One issue, though, that we should not forget is the importance of making sure that these resulting partnerships, no matter they are set up, really pave the way for sustainable long-term exchanges and cooperation, because ensuring sustainability of cooperation is very important if we want change to happen and if we want this change to have an actual effect on apprenticeship reforms. We as Cedefop, we remain highly committed to further strengthen our activities in the field of apprenticeships and continue to support, in close cooperation, of course, with the European Commission, the European Alliance for Apprenticeships. Madame Myriam Dadou from France. She comes from the Association de Gestion de Formation en Alternance pour les PMEs. So I invite her on stage. This is a symbolic gift to you. Yeah?
So, I'm very surprised. Thank you very much, and thanks for Cedefop, and thanks for all participants, because I learned a lot during these 2 days.